Money habits for financially strong adults. Most adults think financial strength comes from earning more money, but the truth is far more uncomfortable. Some people earn $40,000 a year and quietly build wealth. Others earn $200,000 and still live paycheck to paycheck. So what's the difference? It's not intelligence, it's not luck, and it's definitely not the economy. The real difference is money habits. Because financial strength is not built in one big decision, it's built through small habits repeated every day for years. Today we are breaking down the money habits financially strong adults follow, habits that create stability, freedom, and long-term wealth. If you master even a few of these, your financial life can look completely different in the next decade. Let's start with the first habit. Habit 1, they pay themselves first. Most people treat saving money like a leftover activity. They pay rent, they pay bills, they spend on food, entertainment, and random purchases. Then whatever remains at the end of the month they try to save. And usually nothing remains. Financially strong adults do the opposite. They pay themselves first. This means the moment income arrives, a percentage is automatically moved into savings, investments, retirement accounts, before spending happens. Why does this matter? Because human behavior follows convenience. If money sits in your checking account, it will almost always get spent. But when savings are automated and separated, spending adjusts naturally. Even small percentages matter. Saving 10 to 20% consistently for years builds enormous financial strength over time. The key lesson: saving is not what you do after spending. Saving is what you do before spending. Habit 2, they control lifestyle inflation. One of the biggest financial traps adults fall into is lifestyle inflation. When income increases, expenses increase with it. A raise leads to a bigger apartment, a promotion leads to a nicer car. More income leads to more subscriptions, upgrades, and comfort spending. Eventually something strange happens. Despite earning more money than ever, they still feel financially stressed. Financially strong adults break this cycle. Instead of upgrading their lifestyle, every time income rises, they split the increase. For example, if income increases by $1,000 per month, they may spend $300 on lifestyle improvements and invest the other $700. This creates a powerful effect. Their standard of living improves slowly while their wealth grows rapidly. Over time, the gap between income and expenses becomes massive, and that gap is where financial freedom begins. Habit 3, they track their money. Many adults avoid tracking money, not because it's difficult, but because it forces them to confront reality. Small purchases feel harmless: coffee here. Food delivery, there are few online purchases. But when added together, these small expenses quietly drain thousands of dollars every year. Financially strong adults understand a simple truth: what gets measured gets improved. They track spending not obsessively, but intentionally. They know how much they spend on housing, how much they spend on food, how much goes toward investments, how much disappears into impulse purchases. Tracking creates awareness, and awareness leads to control. Without it, money leaks everywhere without being noticed. Habit 4, they avoid bad debt. Not all debt is equal. Some debt can build wealth. Other debt destroys it. Financially strong adults understand the difference. Bad debt usually includes high-interest credit cards, consumer loans, financing depreciating items, impulse borrowing. This type of debt drains future income. Every dollar spent on interest is a dollar that cannot build wealth. Financially strong adults avoid these traps. They use credit cards strategically. They avoid financing unnecessary purchases, and they focus on eliminating high-interest obligations quickly. Debt is not always evil, but unmanaged debt is one of the fastest ways to weaken your financial foundation. Habit 5, they build emergency funds. Life is unpredictable. Jobs disappear, medical expenses appear, cars break down. Unexpected costs happen to everyone. The difference is preparation. Financially strong adults maintain an emergency fund, usually covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This money is not for investing. It's not for spending. It exists purely for protection. Without an emergency fund, every unexpected expense becomes a financial crisis. But with one, problems remain inconveniences instead of disasters. The emergency fund is not exciting, but it creates something incredibly powerful: peace of mind. Habit 6. They invest consistently. Saving money alone rarely creates wealth. Inflation slowly erodes idle cash. Financially strong adults understand this, so they move beyond saving. They invest consistently. This does not mean gambling on risky opportunities. It means disciplined long-term investing. They invest in index funds, retirement accounts, businesses, assets that grow over time. The most powerful force in investing is compounding. Money earns returns. Those returns earn more returns. And over decades, the growth becomes exponential. Consistency matters more than timing. The adults who invest regularly, even small amounts, often outperform those waiting for perfect opportunities. Habit 7. They think long-term. Financially weak decisions usually focus on short-term pleasure, buying things for instant gratification, ignoring future consequences. Financially strong adults think differently. Before spending money, they ask, will this matter in 5 years? Will this purchase improve my life long term? Is this worth delaying? Financial freedom. This perspective changes everything. Short-term decisions start aligning with long-term goals. And slowly, their financial trajectory improves year after year. Habit 8. They learn about money. Most people spend decades earning money but very little time learning how money works. Schools rarely teach investing, taxes, asset building, financial psychology. Financially strong adults educate themselves. They read books, they listen to podcasts. They study investing strategies, they learn about economic trends. The more they understand money, the better decisions they make. Financial education compounds just like investments. A single lesson learned today can influence thousands of future decisions. Habit 9. They delay gratification. Modern culture encourages constant consumption. Buy now. Upgrade now. Reward yourself now. Financially strong adults resist this pressure. They understand the power of delayed gratification. Instead of spending immediately, they ask, is this purchase truly necessary? I wait. Is there a better use for this money? Waiting creates clarity. Often the desire fades, and the money stays invested in something more valuable. Delayed gratification may feel uncomfortable in the moment, but over years it creates enormous financial advantage. Habit 10. They focus on increasing income. While saving matters, financially strong adults also focus on earning more. They invest in skills, they negotiate salaries, they explore side businesses, they build multiple income streams, because there's a limit to how much you can cut expenses. But income potential is far more flexible. Combining strong money habits with growing income accelerates wealth dramatically. Habit 11. They surround themselves with smart people. Your environment influences your financial behavior. If everyone around you spends irresponsibly, it becomes normal. If your social circle constantly upgrades lifestyles, you feel pressure to keep up. Financially strong adults surround themselves with people who value growth, discipline, and long-term thinking. The right environment reinforces good habits. The wrong environment encourages financial mistakes. Habit 12. They understand that wealth is quiet. One of the biggest misconceptions about wealth is that it's visible. Luxury cars, designer clothing, expensive homes, but true wealth often looks very different. Financially strong adults understand that wealth is what you don't see. It's investments, assets, financial security, freedom of time. Many wealthy people live below their means. They avoid unnecessary displays of status because they value freedom more than appearance. Financial strength is not about luck, it is not about winning the lottery. And it is not reserved for a small group of people. It's built through habits, small decisions, repeated daily saving, before spending, investing consistently, avoiding destructive debt, thinking long-term, learning continuously. These habits may look simple, but over years, they create an enormous difference. Two adults can earn the same income, but if one follows these habits and the other does not, their financial futures will look completely different. One remains trapped in financial stress. The other builds stability, freedom, and opportunity. The choice often comes down to habits. So the real question is, which habits are shaping your financial future today?